What's up everyone, welcome to only the second ever episode of Random 4v4. For some reason last night I really felt like doing another Random 4v4 video. I just felt like embracing the full chaos of a true Starcraft 2 4v4. And I don't have a specific plan for today, besides just trying to enable that chaos. So no matter what race I get, I'm gonna do some crazy stuff. Mass nukes, mass niduses, mass DTs, you name it. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Let's begin. Alright, the first game of the day is on uThermal with a random Protoss and Terran on my team against two randoms, a Zerg and a Protoss. Now, I mentioned this before, but I don't know if reading the races has any purpose in a 4v4 because I don't think you guys are going to remember. I'm definitely not going to remember. You guys are the only ones that have a chance here. I'm definitely not going to remember what I'm playing against. Now, let's see. Oh, we got Zerg. Alright. Now, I did spawn on the outside, which is a little bit unfortunate, because that's going to allow me a little bit less chaos. Hello, guys. Now, what I was thinking of is that I could play pretty much a really exaggerated version of... What's he playing? As you wish, King. A very exaggerated version of my usual Zerg 2v2 style, which is like ling it to Ultralisk, basically. Like, I kind of want to try and test the limits of how greedy I can be. Which in 4v4, in my experience, is either not greedy at all or super greedy. Because they can either link flood me with like 4 people, or they can just sit there and make battle cruisers. I will make Ultra. Manchego the real one? Maybe? I imagine he means me, but... Manchego is just a cheese, you know? Like, are you the real Gouda? Sounds kind of funny. Alright, let's see. So we have a Protoss Terran. Okay, so we got one of each race. That's gonna be pretty easy to remember. But anyway, I just wanted to see if I could be really greedy and get up to, like, mass nidus with Ultralisk fast. I don't think I can. Kind of depends on what my teammates are gonna do. Depends even more on what my opponents are gonna do. But I think we're just gonna vibe out and see how far we get. I think the last time I did a random 4v4 episode, this was the first map we played on. And I think that because I remember taking all these bases in the top, like I was doing some kind of ridiculous expanding challenge where I took as many bases as possible, and then my teammate got a bit upset at me for doing just that, which I couldn't entirely blame him for. If you look at the minimap, it looks like there's a gajillion bases on this map, but since it's 4 players, it's not actually that many. It feels like you have like 4 bases each or something, and then you have to take these corners already, which... I mean, it's still pretty decent, but especially if you're used to playing like 1v1, for example, you have like, I don't know, 7 bases each or something ridiculous, so... You know, then only having 4 doesn't sound that crazy, especially in a 4v4 where games often go to the late game. I'm just gonna do my thing. Got a little bit of workers out of gas. This Zerg is... Yeah, he's gonna go for... It's actually doing the exact same thing as me. This is a Nexus first? Or did he... That was a Nexus first, wasn't it? Huh. I mean, how does this not have an entrance? That's kind of crazy. I have the... Okay, I guess this guy is safe, but it's kind of insane. This entrance is over there. Yeah, I'm never gonna be able to catch that. That's a cybernetic score. I feel like that guy is definitely gonna go for air. I'm not quite sure how important communication is in 4v4, because, like... I think there's legit a good chance that if you talk too much in 4v4... I'm not saying I'm not gonna talk, right? But if you talk too much in the 4v4, you're probably just gonna confuse your allies, because it's like... They're making battle cruisers, and Zerglings, and DTs, and Blinkstalkers, and, you know, it's like... just... I feel like for the most part, you just need to help each other as much as you can with the units that you have, and that is most of what you can do, really. I'm getting the lair already. I should probably just saturate 1 gas. I guess I want to make a flood of links, just because link flooding is cool, but I also... want to make sure I have a good saturation already. Okay, so my teammate is going to go for a link flood. Really, I feel like almost every Zerg does that in team games, so that's not surprising at all. Link speed's going to finish very soon for him, I think. Probably like 5 seconds. Oh, actually, it's more like 1 second there. I'm going to make a spore crawler in each base as well. I would love to support my ally with some Zerglings. I don't really think it's that great of an idea, because the map is really surprisingly walled off. I think the only bases he can access are this one and probably this Natra over here. I don't even know what race spawned there. Doesn't really matter too much. There is the infestation pit. The guy is also going for a link flood. Let's see. This guy, I feel like this guy is so clearly going for Skytoss. It just looks like it. He's making cannons, and he played Nexus first just so he could take 4 gases. I mean, tell me that that's not, you know, it doesn't just extremely suspiciously look like Skytos. Now, I also want to get an evolution chamber. You know, I'm gonna make a couple more links, and then I'll start getting into making a couple more drones. It sounds nice. I'm gonna get a 435 hive, by the way, which sounds fantastic. 434 even, look at that. Now, there's no... Actually, it's pretty cool that this map has no watchtowers, by the way. This guy is also doing something a little suspicious because he has a lot of extra gases, so let's see. My Protoss teammate has a bunch of Phoenixes. I would like to go for a Nidus. I think... can I really afford it, though? Maybe not yet. I'll go for double evolution chamber first, and then I'll get that after. It's gonna be a pretty nice round on the Stalker. Sadly, Mr. Purple was paying attention there. I would love to do damage to that top Zerg, because it looks like he's gonna go for like mass mutas or something like this, you know. I hope my teammate's gonna defend me with those air units, by the way. Like, if he doesn't defend me with oracles, then it could be a little scary. This Pinecrawler can actually die pretty easily. Teammate's not gonna lose that oracle. Let's see. Should I get the upgrades already? I guess I might as well. He has 1 transfuse, I believe. He does have 1 transfuse. I hope my ally... No, my ally isn't coming over. Oh, actually... Okay, I got confused by the colors. I thought these were the Zerglings. Okay, that's my bad. Yeah, no wonder he wasn't trying to help there. Very understandable, my friend. I'm gonna make a Spinecrawler myself. Actually, I'm gonna be able to make the Ultralisk Cavern before 6 minutes already, which is freaking awesome. It's 200 gas, right? Yeah. Wait, actually, it's only 150 minerals. You guys know that, an Ultralisk Cavern? Sounds pretty cheap somehow. Now, I am a little bit afraid. Like, if I get attacked now, I think that could be a little bit problematic. I could make a couple more spines as well. Yeah, oh, I'm gonna need some help with this. I'll need some help, my friends. Like, I can run the drones. It's, actually, does he... Oh, he doesn't have upgrade. Nah, I think I'm gonna be fine with the Spinecrawler. Never mind, I'm good. Thanks, though. They all set their units there. Yo, these guys are teammates, man. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, now he needs help. Oh, I hope they're actually following him around. I'm coming. Oh, that actually sucks. I feel like they were all coming to help me, but then they didn't realize he could also run into my teammate's base. I'm going to be able to help him a little bit. Hopefully he didn't lose too many probes there. Now, my Ultralisk Cavern is ready. I'm going to start getting those upgrades over there. I'm going to make... actually, I was going to make 4 drones, but I made 5 on accident. No big deal. I am fully saturated already, which is really nice. Now, the scariest thing is that I don't have much against the air for now. I was kind of thinking I would go up to... I can already feel the FPS dropping, by the way. This is going to be a pretty laggy 4v4 on the high graphics that I play on. I can tell you guys that much. There's a bunch of units over here. Did I make 1 Ultra? I'm not sure if I made 1 Ultra or not. It's possible I did. It's possible I didn't. I'm not quite sure. I'm just going to try my best to... Actually, this is going pretty well for me. How did... I thought I was going to get destroyed here. That is... How? Oh, I got 1-1 already. How fast did that... Dude, that confused me so bad. Like, didn't that look like I was supposed to get freaking owned, and then all of a sudden I win the fight? Like, I didn't realize that my upgrades were going to finish that fast. Okay, I'm going to go for 2 upgrades now. And then after that... Yeah, he has carries already, exactly. Like, here's the thing. This is going to be an extremely chaotic 4v4, and I need my allies to take care of the air for me. My ground game is going to be insane. I think my ground game is going to be freaking nuts, because I was so greedy. I got Ultralisk already. I got good upgrades. I'm not going to be able to kill the air, though. I'm actually going to make a bunch of spores over here, just so I can... Like, I'm kind of the closest to those Skytos players, right? So I want to make sure that I can at least hold for a little bit. Gonna make a Neural, and I'm gonna make Burrow as well. I'm just gonna try and tank for Mr. Guy. That's too many carriers, my friend. I would love to fight here, but I can't. Ultras, by the way, actually pretty good against Skytos. So you guys might be surprised by me saying that, but it's actually true. Because carriers don't actually kill Ultras that fast because they have such high armor. And Ultralisk counter the stuff that supports the carriers. So, for example, High Templars usually... yeah, I would say the most common spellcaster used to defend any kind of air unit, really. Could be Tempest or carries, doesn't really matter. They get absolutely annihilated by Ultras. Here you can see, too, the Zerg went for Infestor spellcasters, but the Ultralisk are absolutely just crushing through. You can't really stop Ultras with Fungals either. Actually, I should try to create a little bit of chaos here. and send these into different bases. I think that is a good idea. Because then the carriers are going to have a slightly harder time keeping up. Exactly. That mineral line is going to die. This mineral line is struggling really hard as well. And now it's time for... I think we're going to go for a double Nidus, actually. That sounds pretty good to me. I like how my supply is really low. But since I have such high tech, it feels like I'm in a good position, right? Let's see. What are they doing to deal with the air? He's not making... Okay, this is actually looking a little scary. He doesn't really have to... I might have to make my own spire here. And I really don't like the idea of doing that. Like, the infestors... Okay, I've learned my lesson with infestors. Infestors are great. But often you just have one chance. If you go in for the neurals, they happen to have an observer, or an oracle, or a scan, and they just pay attention, then that's... Is that DTs? Oh, no, yes, that's observers with speed. You guys saw that? I think my teammate scanned, because he might have thought it was DTs, but those were freaking observers with speed. Okay, that's highly interesting. I'm gonna go for my 3-3 upgrade. I already have all the upgrades on the way, which is crazy. But yeah. Okay, my teammate does have a lot of marines, I believe. He has some ghosts as well. Yeah, the thing, I just need to put my my trust in my allies, you know. I think it's important. I don't think you can distrust your allies. I'm also gonna go for the... Oh, dude, I really love how much stuff I can do. Like, I can just build everything, you know? I don't even have to think about which option I'm gonna do. Okay, that is a lot of mutas over here. Maybe I'll put a couple of spores over here, make a couple more there. And then I'm just gonna ignore their army and go straight through. I think that is the right idea. Here we go. Let's see. Which base can I actually kill? I think I can pretty much kill all of their bases. Like, if they don't come back, I will kill all of them. That's the thing. That's a lot of stalkers. Not quite sure I want to lose my ultras to that. It seems like the carrier guy... retreated. So then, okay, I guess I'll just fight here against the Stalkers. Stalkers are gonna kill my Ultralist, but I am taking down this base very fast because of my incredible upgrades. Could probably kill those infestors as well, maybe. Not quite sure that was the right decision, but I do kill the base in the end anyway, and that's really good. I think the mutas have been taken down by my teammate, which is awesome. And now I can actually go ahead and saturate this base. Probably want to have a couple more drones at this. Actually, I really don't have a lot of drones, huh? See, I'll get a couple drones over here. Move these spore crawlers to the front. I didn't really think I was gonna need creep, but I guess if I want to push the spore crawlers, I should probably get creep at some point. Let me try and saturate the next base. Now, so far, what I'm doing for the most part is just setting my allies up for a good game here, because I'm doing a lot of damage. Like, they're definitely being very annoyed. We have a bigger economy. But at some point, I'm not going to be able to deal with their armies at all, and that's where I need my teammates to take over the wheel. But I think these Niduses are going to be incredibly efficient, by the way. See, I'm just going to start putting some stuff in those Niduses, and then... I don't know yet where I'm going to put them down. Oh, I do like that my teammate has a lot of... He actually does have a good amount of Tempest already. Okay, that's awesome. I wasn't sure he was going to have a fully fledged response to my opponent's carriers, but it seems like he does. Now, this guy has Lurkers, but I can just run past it. It's actually a pretty funny way to go about it. Running into someone's base through Lurkers with my mass ultras. I mean, it seems stupid. I think it's actually pretty good. Now, I don't know if I can put my Nidus down here. I would love to put my Nidus down somewhere. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm gonna put 2 Niduses down here first. That seems pretty nice. How many drones do I have? I have 75. My teammate had to recall. That is a little scary. I didn't see exactly what was going on here, but the fact that he did have to recall, that scares me a little bit, because that means that the opponent's army must be significantly stronger still. Let's see, I'm just gonna pop out some units over there. Literally some units. 2 ultras and... Okay, that's pretty funny. 2 ultralists and 4 zerglings, that's great. I had a couple units that weren't in the Niduses, looks like. Now, okay. Oh, that guy has too many ultras. That is painful. Oh, my teammate's army is gonna die entirely. Yeah, I was gonna help him, but now I just have to retreat. Zerglings also, by the way, well, you probably would have guessed, but definitely very bad against Ultralisk. So my Zerglings are not gonna be very efficient in that fight. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to go for a counter-attack again. Like, I would love to help my allies here. I don't think I'm really gonna be able to get away with it. Okay, so there's a big army over here. That is a massive army. We're gonna need Mr. Ghost for sure. Let's see, I want to bet I have better upgrades than him. Yeah, I do have way better upgrades than their Zerg player, actually. I have 3 more armor and 1 more attack. Okay, we're gonna have to go for it. I hope it's EMPs and snipes. Oh, this is a beautiful fight. Oh, this is actually... This is gonna be disgusting. This is the best fight you could have wished for. The bio Like, the Stalkers are not even going to be able to get close to the bio. Look at this. The Ultralisk is going to chomp up his Ultras. These Stalkers just blinked over here. So these are in a massive amount of trouble. And this was absolutely beautiful. Now, we still need something that can deal with the air army. My teammate has a lot of Marines. He has 3 as well, which I'm very happy seeing. Now, there was a bunch of links going down to the bottom side. Let's see, can I do anything about that? Probably. I do want to get as much damage on as possible, so I'm going to have to go for a counter-attack. I like that my Zerglings have such good upgrades that even that looked like it was a pretty decent fight. I'm going to get into this base now. Probably put down a couple Nidus Worms over here. That would be pretty awesome. This base is going to stay alive. You could have targeted that, but he didn't, which I'm very, very happy with. And now, I mean, these units are just going to absolutely pop off. They just need something against the air army. That's, I mean, I know it's a big deal, but that really is all that they have to do right now. Like, their base is absolutely cooked. I'm not even sure if they can really recover from this. Now, there's also a Nidus in my teammate's natural. It feels like the main base, because it really is the heart of the bases over there. I'm just going to keep unloading units. Like, these Ultralisks and Zerglings, they're just so hard to stop at this point. Probably get a couple more Spore Crawlers over here. If I lose units, I should probably replace them with Infestors. Let's see, what are my teammates struggling with right now? Actually, maybe not. It seems like the air army, I don't know where it is, but it has kind of been taken care of. These Ultralisks are absolutely going to pop off over here. This base is going to die pretty shortly. The purple Zerg GGs, but keep in mind it is just 1 of 4 players. The air army has made it back. And it's still a very menacing air army, I have to say. I think what I make here is actually Zerglings. I don't even have to make Infestors. I just have to make Zerglings. Try to kill as many bases as I can. And that's pretty good idea. I could kill the Nidus here too. That is a blink. Okay, that is... I think that might be the last thing you ever want to blink into. Zergling Ultra with max upgrades, Adrenal Glands, you name it. I do not think you want to be blinking into that. Pro tip. You guys probably figured it out, but that's not where you want to go with your Stalkers. Now, this is what I'm talking about. I was looking for bases to take. There are actually no more bases to take that are not on their side of the map. Now, there's still a bunch of stuff in my opponent's bases. I'm going to send a couple Overseers to help them out with that. I think that would be nice. That might actually... No, it's barely not gonna... Wait, that doesn't even look like he was shooting it. How did that die? Or am I crazy? That actually didn't look like he was shooting the Spike Crawler, but somehow it died. Now, this is exactly the kind of 4v4 I wanted to play, by the way. Like, this just super chaotic game. It's just absolutely awesome. Let's see, I got a couple Infestors in that Nidus. I don't think I want to use them on the other side of the map, though. I'm actually going to put a couple Niduses down here to try and help my allies with that. I have 10 Infestors. Yeah, stop blocking that, please. I have 10 Infestors. This is going to be for Skytoss dealing purposes. Like, I know the Lurkers are doing a lot of damage. I still don't think it is the biggest deal ever, though. Let's see if I can get in here with my Lynx. That Protoss? The Skytoss Protoss is still kind of rich, which annoys me. Let's see if I can... actually, never mind. He lost all these... for some reason, I thought this was finished. I thought it was like an old scout. That's my bad. Now, let's see. I can use my Infestors to deal with the Lurkers as well, but I don't really want to. That's the thing. Let's see. Okay, so this Lurker's gonna die. My teammate's coming in with a couple of Ultralisks, so that's gonna die too. I think there are more... Where is it? Somewhere... Oh, Fungal doesn't work against burrowed units, does it? Or actually, did I just miss? It's also very possible, by the way. I think I might have actually just missed. Don't want to blame the game for my own shortcomings, of course. See if I can resaturate my base a little bit. Actually, I can. That's going to be a lot nicer. Gonna kill that Nidus. Keep in mind, we also killed the other exit of the Nidus. So if there was still something inside, he would have lost all his units by now, which is really, really nice. Let's see what I have in here. Just a couple more Lynx and Ultras, and I think we are ready to go for the final attack. Let's finish them. Finally, an appropriate message in caps lock. Normally, I write something stupid like, please give me money in caps lock, but now I wrote, let's finish them, which feels very appropriate somehow. Let's see. There's a lot of Stalkers here. I do want my allies with me. I'm not sure if I'm confident to do this on my own. I feel like I would probably still win the fight, because I can take over the carriers. But, oh, I think he might have blinked forward for that. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna be able to kill those, and then this is gonna be so nice. Look at this. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. GG is called. The Tempest are slowly gonna die to each other. Stop hitting yourself, bro. Bad game? What do you mean? This was an absolute Omega banger. That's the epitome of salt. When you play a banger and then they call bad game, that's when you know they're absolute salt lords. This base is gonna die as well. Those carriers or those Tempests are gonna die to each other. Well, actually, that was pretty much perfect. See, do I have a fungal available? I do have a fungal available, and now I can unburrow these. These mutas are gonna get fungal into eternity. And there we go. And honestly, what a beautiful game of StarCraft. Like, this is what I envisioned when I said I really wanted to play some chaotic 4v4s. I didn't really think it was going to happen because it's a game with 8 players, right? A multiplayer game with 8 players is always going to be unpredictable. Someone is going to do this or they're going to go for 18 link floods or whatever. But this was actually the perfect game, a super good showcase for 4v4. And that was just the warm-up. Let's play another one. All right, the second game is going to be on the same map. And this time we have one of each race again. That's actually so nice. One of each race again on our team. And 2 Protoss, 2 Terrans on the other side. Now, this feels like something I should actually be able to remember, right? 1 race of each on my team, 2 Terran, 2 Protoss on the other side. Now, we got Terran, which means I really want to be going for some Ghost here. I really want to go for some mass nukes and stuff. I do think this map is... somehow, it feels like it's going to be open and very attackable. But then once you play it, you realize that this base is entirely sectioned off, and there's just 3 ramps, pretty much. The only thing that's exposed in this entire map is this natural, it feels like. At least at the start, you know? Later on, it's fine. I mean, it's 4v4. You guys saw how many... That's one of the coolest things about last game, by the way. In smaller games, 1v1, 2v2 a little bit, but in 2v2, it's already quite nice. There's just way more entrances to attack in. Like in 1v1, you can really struggle because there will be like 3 attack paths or 2. And if your opponent has them covered, well, then there's just not that much to do anymore, right? But in 4v4, you're always going to have paths. I guess it makes sense that the map doesn't start that exposed, because if it was, then, I mean, it would truly be insane chaos. Now I'm tempted to host a 4v4 tournament on absolutely just ridiculous chaotic maps. That'd be very funny. Now, I don't think scouting is going to be super important for me here. I could... Actually, should I? Yeah, you know what? I will scout for the team. Definitely not trying to earn points here, guys. That's just how I talk normally. I don't think any of them responded to me when I said hello there. So now I gotta get it there, you know? I gotta win some points with the homies over here. With my homies, Pack, Barcode, and Mac Zero. He's on the way. Oh, he's also scouting. Nice. Appreciated my fellow scouting friend. Now, I am playing this a little more greedy than I normally would play a Ghost opening, but I mean, I have 3 allies to help defend me, and I have a very small ramp over here. And this time I did spawn very comfortably because I spawned in the middle of all of us, so I don't think it's going to be, you know, too much of a problem to stay alive here, at least for a little bit. Let's see what we can find. This guy, that's on the wall. I saw that instantly. That is funny. This guy made an expansion already, I can tell by his cybercore timing. This guy is going for a 2-1-1. Probably without an expansion, right? Yeah, 1 base 2-1-1. That could be a little scary for my friendly neighborhood ghosts. Is 2-1-1 a commonly known term under team game players? Like, I know it's a meta build. Like, I noticed that team game players are actually quite strong, like surprisingly strong a lot of time, but I still don't know if they would know standard 1v1 builds, you know? They probably would. Protoss has a lot of gas over here. I will give them my scouting report soon, okay? I'll give them all my scouting. Let's see, this guy is only taking a gas now, so he's taking pretty chill with it. Okay, very chill, apparently. With a freaking forge. And this guy is... He does not have an orbital. Did he? Why does this look like a planetary rush? Am I crazy? That actually looks like a planetary rush, like straight up. Does he have a planetary over here? Huh. Okay, I mean, it could also be there's always a chance that it's like 3 high-level players with someone playing as their friend and he's new. But this looks like he's trying to take planetaries on the corner of the map to me. See, I want to follow him. Let me out. Where are you going? Huh. I don't know. My sus radars are going off. Or is he trying to take the gold with a plat? That would actually be a cool strategy. That'd be something that I could see myself doing, by the way. You guys already knew that, of course, but it is what it is. Okay. Terran, 1 base, 2-1-1. 1 Protoss scared. 1 Protoss probably air. That's my scouting report. There you go. Do it. Oh, there it is! Wait. Did he... Okay, I completely missed that on the minimap. Why is that low HP? I'm so confused. It's only getting pinged now, but it's burning. It almost looks like he killed it himself, you know? Like, I figured it was probably just the Protoss that dealt with it with his Stalkers or something. That guy has fun. Okay, here's a lot of stuff over here. Okay, this is... he's not gonna have stim with this, I believe. I know my timing somewhat decently. Okay, here we go. He does have stim. Okay, never mind. I guess it's just really early. Attack. Please attack with me, my friend. Please attack. Please attack. No, why are you running away? Oh, that is very rough. Yeah, please. Attack. Attack. Why is he scared? I need him. I need my homie. I'm trying to do my best to do some freaking ghost biker over here. Oh, I guess I should have EMP'd that earlier. That's my bad.
Our allies are being attacked.
I got you, bro. I hope he realizes that the army is dead. You can go back, my friend. He actually used his boost. It might run out. Oh, it did. No, I barely couldn't reach that. Okay, there we go. Let me ping his SCVs for him so he knows he can get the hell out of here. That factory is being attacked. And all right, well, we survived. Pretty hectic early start over here. It's actually, it was very worrying that he didn't attack with his workers. Because ghosts, like, they do extra damage against light. They're also not that tanky. If he got on top of my ghost, I could have lost all of them. And then my entire early game momentum is gone. Which obviously would have been painful. I had Cloak. Actually, I think Cloak was finished. I wasn't sure. I didn't really want to use it, though. Because I wanted to keep my energy. And you know, I figured he would have a scan anyway. Oh, I needed a freaking engineering base. Actually, I'll make 2 engineering bases. And a couple ghost academies. Sometimes I forget, you know, I'm playing these big team games and I have a lot of freedom. I kind of play it like a 1v1. Like, that's a very slowly taken expansion here, but like, hell no, you know, I can just take all the stuff that I want pretty much as long as I'm not too ridiculous with it. I don't think I want to take this base from him. He already has 3 bases, but I mean, I am playing mass ghost. I guess I will need some extra gas eventually, which could be painful. I'm gonna make a planetary. No, that's... I was gonna make it over here, but the ramp is so wide that you can still run past it. I'm gonna start my first couple of nukes. My teammate is going in with a big baning all-in. That guy, well, he used a lot of them on the engineering bay. That could be a little painful later on. Not quite sure he's gonna need those. Yeah, this guy was clearly, he was planetary rushing us, and then he was trying to play mass planetary after. I dig it. I mean, and mass BCs. Oh my goodness. I hope his team helps him. Otherwise, that's gonna be a little sad for him. They should definitely help him. This guy also doesn't have that much. This is a very confusing game compared to the last one. I feel like the last one made a lot more sense than this one, that is for sure. Now, the Zerglings are going to get cleaned up at some point. Also, the SCVs look like they are going to manage to escape. So, in the end, they are doing a pretty good job defending. Like, keep in mind that this Zerg player, it looked like he just killed them. But he actually doesn't have that much. He doesn't have a 3rd hatchery. He has a lair. He doesn't have a lot of upgrades. Huh. I'm actually starting to doubt whether that was good for us, which sounds absolutely insane, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure anymore. Now, this is a prime location to drop a nuke, of course. Hopefully this base is taken as well, so I can nuke that too. And this base is also taken, so we can drop a nuke there as well. Probably go up to, like, even more ghost academies at this point. Now, one thing that I did learn that is potentially very painful. Oh, he's actually going to manage to run away from that just in the end. This might hit. No, not enough probes there. Okay, good holds by them initially. But one thing that I know is that ghosts are really, really, really bad against carriers. Like, the worst, you know? And if they get there and my teammates don't have a right response, I will need to make a aptly timed response myself, because otherwise we will die a painful death. And that is not what I'm interested in right now. Okay, I'm gonna be able to go up to 5 nukes at once. I guess I could have probably just run away with this for a while. Don't really need to keep around doing any damage. 1-1 is gonna finish, which I'm not sure I need. I'm gonna send some extra ghosts across the map. I feel like this game is somehow way more calm than the last one. Like, I know we got attacked, or maybe it's just that I'm getting used to the chaos already. I don't know. Like, we've already been attacked by some random... Oh, it landed! Oh, that is forked up. I feel bad for that guy. It looked like he dealt with it in time, and then it still landed. Yeah, okay, I'm 100% gonna have to make starports this game. I think there's no way around it. Let's see, I'm gonna drop a couple scans. Just so it's not too obvious where I'm gonna nuke. I mean, they still could have a pretty decent idea, but I don't want it to be too obvious. That's gonna be nuke extra number 1. So far, we only landed 1 nuke, so that's not the greatest thing ever. Now, I am buying a pretty crazy amount of time, of course. Keep that in mind. Oh, guess I might as well EMP. Oh, did I miss that? Or did it just not drain all the energy? I'm not quite sure, actually. Not like it would have made a massive difference, but still. Slightly embarrassing. Happens to the best guys. Now, I am only gonna have 4 bases. And these guys are doing a surprisingly good job against the nukes, which is unpleasant. Let's see, my teammates are trying to take the top side of the map now. Let's see if I can find anything over here. I guess I can try and nuke the army once. Judging by how good they've been so far against the nukes, that is probably not gonna work out. But I guess I might as well give it a shot. Oh, no, oh, that was close. The observer was probably there. I'm gonna drop another couple scans. So it's not... Oh, there's a probe coming from the bottom there. Yeah, okay, that is very sus. My teammate is fighting with... Yeah, oh, I kind of wish I didn't see that. That hurt my soul a little bit watching that. That's all of his Zerglings dying pretty much for free, which is really not what you want. Now, the biggest problem is that I'm also going to run out of bases to take. This did land. Actually, that's the second time I landed a nuke on that guy. Let me check. Okay, so there's my teammate with the BC. So it's going to be BC against BC. The problem is that we... Okay, no, we do have a Skytoss player. He's just slightly behind their Skytoss player, which doesn't have to be that bad. He has Void Rays for now. Void Rays, by the way, pretty decent unit, but they do fall off. So, if you're gonna make Void Rays forever, at some point you're gonna be unhappy with that. Dude, I feel bad for this guy. Every nuke I've launched has been against this dude. Oh, he didn't see me. Very nice. Actually, I'm gonna put one planetary over here, just because I feel like it. I saw one of the dudes had mass zealots. Actually, you're running out of nukes. Yeah, okay, that guy is very far ahead of... That scares me. I mean, we've seen it many times. Oh my god, I killed his base with the nuke. Poor guy, man. He's like, why me? What have I done? I'm just gonna start making a lot of turrets over here. Let's see if they're trying to take some of those middle bases that I can take right now. Feels like we're getting back into a pretty good spot. I can probably nuke that turret as well as the tank, I have to guess. Let's see. Okay. Maybe I can nuke the army. That would be quite nice. I'm not sure if I should be committing to going for the Vikings now. Actually, I might as well get one extra planetary over here. He sees that again. That guy is definitely pretty good at seeing them. I think I killed the tank with this, most likely. I think he pulled... It has 18 kills, but I thought he pulled the SCVs away. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of damage control over here. I think I'm just gonna try to build a bunch of turrets in his main base to try and help him out. Our team's battle cruisers are absolutely popping off, which is really nice. Yeah, the thing, I can't beat that army, guys. I would love to, but I cannot... What's he doing with these SCVs? I cannot actually beat that army, unfortunately. He's probably... Yeah, the thing is, they're gonna have scans. Oh, this sucks. There's one observer over there. Let me just try and kill that observer real quick. Okay, there we go. I'm trying my best, but, like, really, I cannot beat these carriers at all. I'm gonna get a couple turrets up here, which is nice. Let's see if I can... I mean, if he's not scanning... They are not scanning. Okay, very nice. Well, surprisingly a good fight here by us. Or by me, I should say. I love giving credit to my teammates, but I think this one is probably on me. Here we go, let's see. Gonna get that next carrier as well. Okay, he's gonna try to recon now. One more EMP, maybe it's gonna help me kill one of them, and there we go. Now, my teammate is suffering against that mass bio attack. There's a million things going on the other side of the map. He does have enough stuff to retake that base. I'm just not quite sure if he's going to be able to do it. Someone, that's the opponent. That's one of the... Oh, that's Mr. Zealot. I think that's Mr. Zealot that just left. So, Mr. Carrier is still alive. Like, I killed so much of his stuff that... I don't know. I really don't think he has much left. Oh, maybe it's time for a nuke on the ramp, huh? I think it might actually be time for a nuke on the ramp, of course. So, the other Protoss also leaves. Link Bailing has popped off. The Void Rays are doing a good job. Let's see. Push up the ramp right now. Do it, my friend. I know you want to. I'm just gonna drop another nuke. I'm also gonna try to chase him with a nuke. I think that would be a decent idea. Here we go. Let's see what is over here. There's a bunch of Widow Mines and stuff. I can probably nuke that as well. Then I'm gonna nuke over here as well. If I can kill all those Widow Mines and Links, that's okay. That wasn't the best nuke of all time, as you guys probably will guess. Let's see. He sees this nuke. I don't think he sees this one, though. Look at this. All the Widow Mines are gonna die. That's like 10 Widow Mines and a bunch of... Oh my god, that killed more than I thought it would. 10 Widow Mines and the tanks and a bunch of bio. That was... Wait, where the... Oh, I killed the battle crew. Dude, I really didn't realize that I sent my dudes out there. Okay, so those bio units are all gonna die. He's trying to scan, but everything is already gonna be gone. And I think... this game was somehow even crazier than the last one. It was not as chaotic, but it was even crazier. And the craziest part for me is that I managed to kill a fully fledged carrier army with my ghost, which is pretty freaking awesome. I don't think I actually have enough stuff to kill that battlecruiser, but I guess I can try. Being here with my ghost is a little risky. I think it should be good enough, though. Let's see. I'm going to be able to kill that one from downtown. And I guess we'll do a nuke over here, nuke over there. Let's see. I don't know how much damage. Yeah, exactly. It kind of felt like they didn't have anything left, but since one of them wasn't leaving, I wasn't quite sure. But this blue Terran was completely destroyed. This red Terran, actually, I think I'm the one that destroyed him with my freaking nukes. I killed Purple's army. And in the end, it all came together very nicely. Like, I don't know, I was kind of scared this game. It looked like it was going to be a scary game. But then we entered in a base trade. I'm actually very proud that I was able to deal with the base trade. Like, even when I killed Blue's army as well as Purple's army. And then my teammates with the battlecruisers were able to kill pretty much all of them. Obviously, Mr. Ling Bane over here also did a little job. I mean, or a lot of work. I saw a million Banelings and Zerglings rolling through the base. This guy was also pulling his weight. And those were two fantastic 4v4 games. And that's going to be it for today. Now, I really think Starcraft 2 4v4 is an absolutely fantastic mode. If you're not taking it like too serious and you're just vibing out and you're embracing the chaos, if you really want like strict 1v1, like working in the systems, in the lines, and this is not going to be your thing, but if you love this epic action chaos, then this really is an absolutely awesome game mode, and that's going to be it. Hope you guys had as much of a good time as I did. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.